All right, you guys, I am here to teach you guys today about the RTB program sheet. All right, I'm making this because I know when you see this, it's probably very stressful to look at and be like, what in the world is going on this paper? So, we'll break it down simple by simple. First things first, it's not here right now, but it's on this page. Usually, you will see at the top there will be a month phase slash goal. That is whatever I tell you is going to be the goal. So most likely your month phase slash goal might be hypertrophy, it might be strength, it might be stability. You'll probably see one of those things there. The purpose of it is to make sure you remember that your goal is to hit or to do a certain thing. Hypertrophy wise, you're looking to put on muscle or grow muscle. Strength, you're looking to build strength. Remember, we're looking to build strength. Stability, we're looking to build better stability, have better single leg holds, whatever the case may be. That is the point of the overall month phase slash goal. So you know that's the main goal of this month to keep in mind. So now, when you see this section, these sections here, you see the pre warm up, 5 minutes of movement, general warm up options, the general activation options, the general cool down. These things are things for you to do when you're not doing my workouts, or if you want to do them before the workouts because you like how much it help to aid in warming your body up properly or priming you to get ready to do the workout. You notice that, or maybe you notice that whenever you do the 90-90, you have less shoulder pain. That's the point of these warm-ups. Or if you decide you want to do a group fitness class at another gym, and you want to use this warm-up as a warm-up to use for yourself before you work out with anybody else or whatever, that's the point of these. Same thing with the cool down. It's a general cool down just so you know after your workout you can generally do these stretches and you'll probably stretch the things you need to stretch to feel better. All right, same thing with the movements. You do the movements that are probably the exercises that'll most likely keep you quote unquote warmed up for all exercises or for all working out. Generally, please keep that in mind. So now current 1RM, all that is your estimated 1 rep max or your current 1 rep max. So what that means is if you've ever back squatted 500 pounds, as you see here, if you've ever back squatted 500 pounds, that is why that number is there. I use that number as a guide in making your in making your workout essentially and making your exercises. If I know that you can squat 500 pounds, I might want to make sure you hit 70% for a certain amount of reps because I know that if you hit 70% at a certain amount of reps, it'll stimulate a different goal that will help you get to where you want to be, if that makes sense. But most important, for the most part, though, it's just important for us to know what our 1 rep maxes are so we can move forward with our training. All right. So now, to break down these parts right here, we have the TVPE, we have the goal weight, we have the outlier weight. When it comes down to TVPE, also when it comes down to the TVPTS, TVPE stands for training volume per exercise, and TVPTS stands for training volume per training session. These things are important to me because I care about seeing your progression. If I can't tell you're progressing, then I can't tell if you're progressing. That's all that That's all that means. So I use that as a way to see your volume that you did for an exercise and for a whole session, so I know you're continuing to get stronger, workout to workout, month to month, and etc. So goal weight, all that is the goal for weight for that exercise you're doing. So let's say you have cable lat pull down, and I tell you that your goal weight is 100 pounds, right? So cable lat pull down, goal weight 100 pounds. It means I want you to hit around that number. If you can hit 100 pounds on that day, that is amazing. If you go to 110, even better. If you hit 90, that's completely fine as long as you hit around your goal weight. That's always the goal with the goal weight. Outlier weight, it's important, but we'll get into it a little bit later to make you guys understand. And also RPE. If you have your RTB exercise key, you'll see that RPE stands for rating of perceived exertion. All that means is this is what this exercise should feel like at the end of the exercise. So if I say I want you to have an RPE of 8, that means that I want it to feel like you pushed hard, but not to where you weren't going to be able to move after. So let's say you're trying to do 10 reps, and let's say 10 reps is your maximum amount of reps you can do. I want you to do 8 reps instead, and leave those 1 to 2 reps in the tank, quote unquote, but apply that over all your exercises. You want it to feel like an 8. This is something that is going to be very important because you can actually get in touch with how you feel when you're working out, not just what you're doing. Keep that in mind. So now, let's go to the set goal was actually, let's go to rep range. Let's go to warm up exercises along with the sets up here. So when it comes down, you see here it says week 1, day 1 goal, day 1 workout, warm up exercises, yada yada yada. The week 1, day 1 goal, that's just me putting down what I want you to shoot for this workout. Okay. For the day 1 workout, obviously it's just the fact that it's the day 1 workout. For warm up exercises, these are the exercises that you are supposed to do every time before you do your workout. The reason why I have you guys do this is because I believe these movements will basically prime you and get you ready for the workout that you're about to do. It'll warm up the exact places and areas of your body that need to be warmed up so that you can actually do the movement safely and keep you from getting hurt. That's it. All right. So now with rep range, all that means is I want you to hit around this number. Same thing like with the goal weight, with the rep range. If I put 12, I want you to hit around 12. I want you to hit, maybe if you hit 13, 14, that's okay, but I want you to hit around 12. These sets and things of this nature here, honestly, with warm-up exercises, unless there's a weight, I wouldn't worry about it. If there isn't a weight, just leave it blank. Okay, so if you have push-ups, leave it blank. Band and pull-up, if you're using a band, leave it blank. Reason is because with the volume calculator, it only works with numbers. It doesn't work with tension. I'm not there yet. One day I might make that work, but for now it's not there yet. All right. So now let's go with the exercises: rep goal, set goal, and rest. Exercises as simple as that. Obviously, it's just the exercises that you're supposed to do for that workout that day. Rep G is the rep goal, right? So if I say, let's say, now as you guys can see here, I put numbers down. It's a single number because the way that the calculator works, it has to multiply single number by single number. So rep goal 10 to 12, that means I want you to do around 10 to 12 reps. If you hit 8, I'm not going to be mad. If you hit 9, even better. If you hit 13 or 14, not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. My goal is for you to hit around 10 to 12 though. So if you hit 13, 14, you probably can add a little bit more weight. Okay, if you hit only 9, if you hit only 8 to 9 reps, and my goal for you is 10 to 12, maybe less than weight just a little bit, so you can actually hit the rep range, or you can actually hit the 10 to 12 reps. All right. For the set G, that's just the set goal. So that means I want you to hit a certain amount of sets. What that means is that basically what I'm saying is cable lat pull downs. I want you to hit 10 to 12 reps and 3 to 5 sets. That means you might hit 3 sets of 10 reps, and that would be your set goal and rep goal for that day. All right. For the rest, I have it here so that you guys can keep it as an indicator to remember to rest a certain amount of time. If you're resting longer, you're not doing the workout you're supposed to do. If you're not resting enough, once again, you're not doing the rest, or I'm sorry, you're not doing the proper workout you're supposed to be doing. That's why I have it there, because there's certain stimuluses that get triggered when we rest a certain amount of time, when we work a certain way. That's the purpose of the rest times and the work and the sets and the reps. So keep that in mind when you guys are doing these workouts. Remember to try your best to stick to your workouts to a T if you can. All right. So now let's break down the set part when it comes down to this, okay? When you type in a number here, you see how the TVPE disappeared? When you type in a number, it'll take the set or the amount of weight that you did and it'll multiply it by the reps that you did. So if your rep range is let's say I say do 5 reps, and you hit 5 reps for 100 pounds like your goal weight says, that for that one exercise, for that one set, you have a volume of 500 pounds. It's not that much. As bad, as crazy as it seems, it's not that serious. Trust me. So now, each time you hit a weight, you'll fill that out. So now let's say 100 pounds was pretty decently easy, so you went to 120. Okay, 120 was a little hard, so you came back down to 110. Oh, so you came back down to 110. No problem. So now let's say you did, let's say, because like I said, you had 3 to 5 sets as a goal. So let's say you did 4 sets. And for that last set, you did 130. But you didn't realize that 130 was going to be a little too hard. So you did 130 only for a set of 2. That's not a big deal. As long as I know that your volume's not actually 2300, your volume's actually a little bit less than that, but at least I knew that that outlier weight was the outlier weight. That's the point of it. So like I said, now let's say you did 130 for a set of freaking 8, and you just all of a sudden you just bugged out and you just went crazy. So you did 130 for a set of 8. I'm still proud. So I at least know, seeing that your outlier weight is higher, at least I know that volume wise, it's not 2,300, it's more than 2,300. Okay? That's the point of the outlier weight, so you guys can fill that part out. We shouldn't have too many outlier weights. We should be able to hit around our average number of 5 and put that in there with each one of our sets. Okay, so now the last part to this, and just like the last part of all your workouts, will be the cool down slash stretch. Okay, there will always be a few, 1 to 2, maybe 3 exercises or movements or stretches for you guys to do at the end of your workout. Essentially, it's just to keep you guys safe, as always. After we work out, the way that when you work out, usually you are basically tensing and not stretching your muscle, but basically tensing and crunching it, let's say, right? So bringing it closer together, that makes your muscles tighter. So to loosen them out, you you would stretch your body. That's all it is. So because we're tensing our muscles, we need to then stretch after if we need to. Some of us, we have great flexibility and mobility. Stretching is important, but not as important as it is for somebody who can't even touch their toes. That is the purpose of having the cool down slash stretch. Each person is individual. Being honest, if anybody knows me, you guys know that I can do a split. And for the guy of my size, doing a split is very impressive, okay? Not to brag. But do you think I need to stretch my hamstrings after every workout? Probably not, because I can, or my adductors, or my glutes, or my hips, or whatever. Probably not, because I have a decent amount of flexibility and mobility. But for somebody else who's not able to do that or turn their head properly or whatever, they need to stretch. It's more important that they stretch maybe 3 times a week instead of me stretching my 1 time a week, because for them it's more important. Anyway, so also, last thing here, right? We have notes. This is for you guys to fill out. I made this section because I want to make sure that everybody is catered to the way they want to be catered to. This section is so that, let's say you're doing a workout, right? And as you guys can see here, it says the notes. It says great, awesome workout, but this period exercise 2B hurt my shoulder. So now let's say exercise 2B, which is the dumbbell curl, for some odd reason hurt your shoulder. We're gonna go ahead and not do that. Realistically speaking, will that happen? No, but there's a chance. Anything is possible. So if I know that exercise 2B hurts your shoulder, most likely I'm going to take exercise 2B out the next week to make sure that you're not having that same pain again. Or now that I know that exercise hurts you, now I can figure out, why did it hurt you? What was the reason for it to affect you negatively? What do I now need to work on to get your other muscles better prepared to be able to do exercise 2B in the future? That's just getting excessive and dramatic, but it's just so you guys know why it's important to me for you guys to leave notes, so I know that you guys are actually either enjoying the workouts, hating the workouts, want more, or need less because it was too hard. This is the one area for you to be pretty much open with me to the highest degree, besides when I talk to you guys every week on the during the client check-ins. That is it. If there are any other questions, I would say refer to the RTB exercise key first. And if you still have more questions, as always, you know my number. Shoot me a text, shoot me a call, and I will do whatever I can, let you guys know whatever I can to help better your workout experience. And like I said, that's either with the program sheet or when you're on your own. Also, try your best and do your best to stick to the workouts, you guys. Not to the numbers exactly, but more to getting the workouts done, more to sticking to your rest times, and more to pushing yourself to better places. Don't hold back. Put all you have into your workouts. That's the only way we're going to be able to know that they're working. The only way that we're going to be able to get to your dreams and your goals that you want. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you guys have a great day. Keep on raising the bar.